Hello everyone, this is Dr. Surya. Today we are going to see about flow through parallel pipes as well as one problem in that. So first thing is that you are going to consider a main pipe. One main pipe, you just consider it, and it is getting divided into some one or more branches. So if you take in the figure what I have drawn here, so it is branches into two actually, and again it joined together to form a single pipe, and these parallel pipes or branch pipes are connected in parallel. So the discharge through the main is increased by connecting the pipes in parallel. We can increase the discharge by connecting more number of pipes in parallel. So I imagine that if Q is the discharge that is entering in the pipe, so it can be this here, the some of the water will be going through the branch pipe 1, or some of the water will be going in the branch pipe 1 and branch pipe 2. So imagine that L1 will be the length of the branch pipe, D1 is the diameter of the branch pipe 1, and V1 is going to be the velocity of the pipe. So this is going to be the branch pipe 1. Okay, similarly this pipe is branch pipe 2. Okay, so here also you will be having the length, diameter and velocity. So the rate of flow Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 here, because we are the same amount of Q entering is getting branched into two parallel pipes, so it becomes Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2. But in the case of pipe in series or compound pipes, only the pipe is connected, the discharge is going to be the same in all the pipes, so Q will be equal to Q2 in case of compound pipes. But in case of parallel pipes, Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2, and some other branches like 2 or 3 more branches are included, then Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4 and so on. How many branch pipes is added, accordingly it will be go on. So here in this particular type of parallel pipe arrangement, the loss of head will be the same, that is loss of head for branch pipe 1 will be equal to loss of head for branch pipe 2. It means we are accounting for our friction losses, that is 4F1 L1 V1 squared by 2G D1 will be equal to 4F2 L2 V2 squared by 2G D2. Supposing if F1 and F2 are equal, that is we are considering the friction is going to be the equal, coefficient of friction is equal, then it becomes L1 V1 squared by 2G D1, because 4 and 4 will get cancelled, which is equal to L2 V2 squared by 2G D2. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve our problems. We are going to solve a problem in this particular concept. The problem is that a main pipe is getting subdivided into two parallel pipes. Again it is forming as a single pipe. So length and diameter for each and every parallel pipe is given, and we have asked to determine the rate of flow in each parallel pipe. It means what? Q, if Q is given to us, it's a single rate of flow, that is Q is 3 meter cube per second, and that is entering here, and it is getting subdivided into two parallel pipes. So we have asked us to determine Q1 and Q2. Okay, and the coefficient of friction for each parallel pipe is same, and it is equal to 0.05. So first we'll draw a diagram. So as usual, a pipe is there, and this pipe is getting subdivided or branched into two. My diagram will be like this, managed with that. So this is one pipe, and this is going to be the another pipe. So Q is entering here, let this be, this Q is getting subdivided here. So Q is 3 meter cube per second, it is given in the problem, and this is subdivided as Q1 and Q2, and we have asked us to determine the Q1 and Q2. So now we'll write the given data. So whatever the problem is given, try to draw the diagram first so that you'll have a clear understanding about that problem. Okay, now the given data is length of the pipe 1, that is L1 is equal to 2000 meter, and diameter for that pipe is 1 meter. Similarly, L2 is also, the length is going to be 2000 meter and D2 is 0.8 meter. Another data Q is equal to 3 meter cube per second, and they have given F1 is equal to, F2 is equal to, F is equal to 0.005. These are the data which is given in the problem. So we assume that discharge in pipe 1B Q1, discharge in pipe 1B Q1, and discharge in pipe 2B Q2. Okay, now Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2, which is equal to 3. This is the one what is known to us, that is Q1 plus Q2 is equal to 3. This is the only equation that is known to us. I'll keep this as equation 1, keep it as equation 1. And also that we know that head blast is going to be the same for the parallel pipe, which means 4F1 L1 V1 square by 2G_D1 will be equal to 4F2 L2 V2 squared by 2G_D2. So the common terms we can cancel it off because F1 is going to be the same, so I can, F1 and F2 are same, so I can cancel these things. And also if you take in the problem, L1 and L2 is also 2000, so I can cancel these two off. So I'll be getting V1 squared by D1 will be equal to V2 squared by 2. Okay, so D2. So V1 square by 1 will be equal to V2 squared by 0.8. So V1 squared will be equal to V2 squared by 0.8. V1 will be equal to root of V2 squared by 0.8, which is equal to V2 by root of 0.8. So which is equal to V2 by 0.894. So we have determined a relationship between V1 and V2, that is V1 will be equal to V2 by 0.894. Now Q1 and Q2 we can determine separately, which is Q1 will be equal to A1 B1, which is pi by 4 T1 squared into V1. So Q1 will be equal to pi by 4 into 1 squared into V1. Okay, so instead of V1 I can substitute V2 by 0.894. So here I am bringing all the terms in terms of V2. Pi by 4 into V2 by 0.894. Okay, now similarly Q2 will be equal to A2 V2, which is pi by 4 D2 square into V2. So Q2 will be equal to pi by 4 into 0.8 square into V2. Okay, so Q2 will be equal to pi by 4 into 0.64 into V2. Now what I am going to do is I am going to substitute this Q1 and Q2 in equation 1. So what is our equation 1? Q1 plus Q2 is equal to 3. So in this equation I am going to substitute. Our Q1 is pi by 4 into V2 by 0.894 plus Q2 is pi by 4 into 0.64 into V2. This is equal to 3. Okay, on simplifying this I will be getting 0.8785 V2 plus 0.5026 V2 is equal to 3. Okay, so from here I can calculate my V2 very easily, which is nothing but V2 will be equal to 2.17 meter per second. So once V2 is calculated, V1 also can be calculated very easily using the relationship V2 is equal to V2 by 0.894, which is 2.17 by 0.894, which is equal to 2.427 meter cube per second. So we have determined our V1 and V2. Now it is easier to determine our Q1 and Q2. So first we'll get the value of Q1. So Q1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 square into V1, which is pi by 4 into 1 square into V1 is 2.427. So Q1 will be equal to 1.906 meter cube per second. In liters it becomes 1906 liters per second. And we know that Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2. So Q2 is nothing but Q minus Q1. So that is equal to 3 minus 1.906. Q2 is equal to 1.094 meter cube per second. Q2 is equal to 1094 liters per second. So this is the answer. Thank you and happy learning.